Tom Millen, representing Greens in Bass. Thank you.
Well, it's been a great day today. We've been up in the northeast forest, well, what was left of the northeast forest. Today is really reignited. Not that my passion for this particular issue has in any way died down, but today I am reinvigorated, and we are going to stop this mill, and we are going to scare the hell out of Labor and Liberal. No problem. Driving from home, unfortunately, Michael Ferguson and Jodie Campbell were everywhere. This is a very good indicator that we're about to be thrust into the election campaign, and I assure you, TAP, as I have been a member of TAP and have shown my colours to you from the beginning, I will continue to fight, and I will continue to fight against this polluting pulp mill, and I don't think I really need to really give you we all know what's wrong with this proposal, and we must stop it, and that is the key. Bass and Lions are going to be extremely interesting. We also must remember there's two elections at the federal election. We've got the local government elections, but we've also got the lower house election, the House of Representatives. We also have the Senate. Two equally important elections, and two elections we must ensure that we get anti-mill and I'll say green representatives elected. Now, it's probably going to be a bit easier in the Senate. We're fortunate enough to have Bob Brown as our main candidate. Also representing the Greens will be Andrew Wilkie, who is a fine candidate. Wouldn't it be an absolute coup if we could get two Green senators? But we should not by no means take that for granted, but we should strive towards it. In the lower house, in Bass, and in Lions, we've got this very interesting opportunity now where we have potentially, well, definitely in Lions, we have the Green candidate Karen Cassidy and we have Ben Quinn, who have both opposed this proposed pulp mill. In Bass, we may have, hopefully, we will have an independent anti-mill candidate running, as well as myself. All of a sudden, we go because the lower house is a much more difficult seat for minor parties and independents to win, because you need to get 50% of the vote to win. But all of a sudden, by having two voices speaking out on this issue, there is a chance. It is a slim chance. But I know Michael Ferguson and Jodie Campbell will be very worried about it here in Bass, and as they should be. I'll give you guys a quick, can I use this on the whiteboard? A quick demonstration of, now, don't worry, these numbers are just, they may not happen, they may happen, but if our strategy as TAP is to get an anti-mill candidate elected and to displace the sitting Liberal member here, Michael Ferguson, and the sitting Labor member in Lions, Dick Adams. This is... it would have to go something like this. So when you mark your number one votes, let's just say, there will be more than 4 candidates, but just for ease of maths, let's just say we'll have 4 candidates. The first anti-mill candidate, let's say, gets 14% of the vote. The second anti-mill candidate, whether that be the independent or the Green, or either or, we won't put a name next to these, potentially 16% of the vote. Now this would be astronomical for this to happen in the first place. This would be the clearest message that the people of northern Tasmania, the people of Tasmania, don't want this mill. The third candidate, one of the major parties, well, let's say 29%. And the fourth, 40%. The way preference distribution goes in the House of Representatives is the candidate with the least number of votes get redistributed to the other candidates. So that means that everyone who voted number 1 for this candidate here, we remove this 14% and we distribute it to the other candidates. Now, this is crucial. if the people who voted for this anti-mill candidate didn't follow up their number 1 vote with a number 2 vote for this anti-mill candidate, their preferences will flow to the major parties and will push them up high. So the most important thing that you should take from this, as far as I'm concerned, from this meeting, is when you vote, you must vote anti-mill 1, 2, and if there are extras. But if you do not, if you go anti-mill, then major party, then you've wasted your vote, as far as I'm concerned. If every one of these voters voted number 2 for the other anti-mill candidate, and let's not talk about Greens or Independents, like, you know, on this issue we are as one. That would go up to, if every single one, and that is a long shot, you know, so we've got to actually try to work even harder. But if they did, this person would go up to 30%. And all of a sudden, it is not the Independent or the Green that is going to be votes are going to be redistributed. It'll be Malcolm Ferguson. Now, there's a lot of hurdles there to get to that point. But we've gone from, and if this happens, and we still may not have an independent, but if we do, we go from no chance to a slim chance. And I think a slim chance is all we really want, and we will continue to fight. So, look, I think you've got the point there, but I just want to put the emphasis. 1, 2, 3, you know, you have to preference. I don't care whether you give me the number 1 or the number 2 vote, but you don't give it to Michael Ferguson or Jodie Campbell.